Check out this trade, and this trade. Notice something? Look at the time. They all reverse within a few minutes of each other. The same window every trade. This market secret made me over $1,000 in 30 minutes this morning. All it takes is one setup, one chart, and I do it live in front of over 4,000 people every morning, completely free, right here on YouTube. I started small and scaled up over the years with this. And I got there because the market does the same predictable thing in the first hour every morning. And most people miss it. It comes down to 3 secrets you can use today. Line all 3 up at once, and you've got a clean, high probability trade every single time. I'll walk you through an exact trade I took this morning while streaming, but let's start with the first secret and the one that matters most. And I call this the rubber band effect. Here's an example. The market made a big move in one direction, fast, straight up or down. And the natural instinct, the one thing I used to do, is try to jump in on that move and catch it in the same direction that it's moving. And I have reversed that way of thinking. When the market shoots in one direction that quickly, it's actually overextended. I call this the rubber band effect. A healthy move in the market moves methodically. Every push up has a pullback. Buyers and sellers stepping in and out, and it's a lot more orderly. When it goes parabolic in one direction, up or down, with no pullback, there's no real price behind it that says the move is healthy. It's overstretched. And as a stretched rubber band, it has to snap back. So instead of chasing that move, I'm watching for it to fail and reverse. That's the first secret. I'm not trying to catch the spike. I'm waiting to fade it. But knowing the market's overextended isn't enough on its own. You need to know when it's most likely to happen. And that's where the second secret comes in. And this blew my mind when I first covered it. This is the one that surprised me the most when I actually figured it out. And it's the reason these 3 trades I showed you at the start all happened at basically the same time. When the US stock market opens at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, the biggest traders in all markets become active at the same time. And that baits people. It gives traders FOMO. But a lot of the time, that opening spike in one direction is exactly the overextended rubber band effect, the move that we just talked about, and it sets it up for a reversal in the other direction. What I found is that the reversal tends to come about 15 to 30 minutes after that opening bell. So right around 9:45 and 10 a.m. It can be a little bit before or a little bit after, but that's the main window I'm watching. I've tracked this over a ton of time, and it shows up very, very consistently. Not every day, but very consistently. And that's why all these trades I show a lot of the time happen at that timing window. I'm not just guessing when it shows up. I am using this timing window to my advantage. Now, the timing and rubber band effect are extremely powerful, but they aren't enough by themselves. There's one more piece of the puzzle, and I would say it's the most important one because it's what keeps you from jumping in too early and turning a good idea into a losing trade. This is the one that ties everything together, and honestly, what separates a clean trade from a guess. Before the market even opens, I mark my key areas on the chart. The swings where the market has reversed before, supply and demand zones. These are the specific spots where I think price is likely to reverse again. So now I've got 3 things I'm waiting for to line up: an overextended move, the timing window around 9:45, 10 a.m., and price actually reaching one of these key reversal zones. When all 3 happen at once, that's when it's highly likely to reverse. That's stacking up at the same time, and that's what an edge is called in trading. But even then, I don't just jump in, because here's the mistake I actually made for years trying to do this. I take the first bounce. The market would trap my level, move slightly in my favor, I'd be in, not wanting to miss it, and a lot of the time, it would just keep going against me. So now, I wait for confirmation. I wanna see the market make a low. Try essentially one more time to go lower and then fail. A double bottom, a higher low, a head and shoulders pattern, then a confirmation candle actually jumps me in the trade. It's not about capturing every bounce, It's about catching the right ones. Waiting is the edge in trading. Most people can't do that. The way I like to think about it is I am trying to find every reason not to take a trade. If I go through all of that and everything still lines up, the level, the timing, the rubber band move, and then the confirmation, that is an A+ setup. And that's when I take the trade. So let me show you exactly what it looks like, because talking about it only gets you so far. Let me walk you through a real trade I took live, streaming in front of 4,000 people. You'll see all three secrets show up, the confirmation, and how I actually entered in and managed the trade for a profit. So the first thing I do every morning is I look at a big picture. I open up the 15-minute chart and the 5-minute chart of the NASDAQ futures and see, okay, what have we been doing over the last couple of days and weeks? What kind of trend are we in? And so right now, the market here is in a big sell-off and it's looking like it's bottoming. And so if I think the big picture is to the upside, I want to see, okay, how can I try and participate in that in a reversal pattern kind of way? And so big picture, I want to look at, okay, where are the major levels, support and resistance in the market, right? We're all the way up here. The market's about to open and I'm looking at, okay, well, there's some good swings right here to make a resistance zone that will probably turn into support if we touch off of that. So there would be a good spot. Or here, we had a support level before. If we come all the way down here, I would look for a buy off of that level. And then the third one here, this is kind of a little smaller, but you got this pullback here and actually over here on the left side. These, I say, line up pretty nicely to make another support level. So I'm thinking, okay, well, if we have a pullback here, I'll look to see a bottom there. Now that's the big picture, right? That's 1 out of 3 of the main secrets that are coming into play. And the first one, right, is the market has to come to a level. And so I need to see in a big picture, does it come to this level? And then I'll look for a reversal higher. And so I draw, first thing on my checklist is drawing those zones from a big picture time frame. And then I go into a 1-minute chart, you can see here. And just to zoom back a little bit, is the market opens up right here at 9:30. And so I'm looking at, okay, well, it's not at one of those zones yet. I have to just be patient. I have to wait for it to come down to my support level and touch that area. And then as well is, thinking about that rubber band effect and then the timing as well. And so first off here, you can see 9:45, we're kind of in that window. 10 o'clock, it will print here in a second. There it is. And so here it's, okay, this is that reversal window. And so what I'm looking there is, okay, we're at a spot where I think we could reverse based on timing. And so we have 2 out of 3 here is we have it's coming down to that support zone and we have that reversal timing. And then the third one that's not checked off yet is that rubber band effect, is we had a big move down here and this is a huge candlestick. And so to me, I see that as, okay, we could, the rubber band is stretched and it's going to want to snap back. And so I'm just waiting to see, who knows how far the rubber band could stretch. It could snap back here. It could snap back here. But to me, that's where those 3 things come into play. And so from there, I'm seeing, okay, I see all 3 of those things. I want to look for a trade. Now, I'm not just going to blindly enter in here because it could totally just reverse lower. And so that's a big thing here, is I want to start to see it bottom first, because that'll tell me where I put my stop loss. The most important thing in trading is, where does your stop loss go? Where does the trade idea get destroyed if it hits that level? And for me, that happens when as I enter in the trade, if that extreme low gets broken. And so here, I'll give it a little bit of time here. You can see that it popped up here. And so to me, okay, this is a potential bottom in the market. And what I want to see, that's a really nice signal. And so what I want to see now is kind of a pullback and a higher low happen. Because to me, what that shows, if this is going to keep going down, this is a healthy pullback, right? We've talked about rubber band moves and unhealthy moves. Well, this could be just a trend lower, right? And so to avoid just buying against the trend, if this is just going to keep trending lower, is that you wait essentially to see, okay, does it continue lower? Or does this attempt to continue lower fail here? And if it does, well, we'll put in a double bottom and the market, to me, will start to reverse. And so you can see here, this happens very quickly, is it puts in this double bottom and then this candlestick starts to just rip higher. And so to me, I jump in an order here as it breaks this swing high, because to me, that is a really good confirmation that it's made a double bottom here. And the big picture, again, thinking about the main support level, the big picture of, looking at a 5-minute chart that we're in a major uptrend, I'm looking for it to start to bottom here, right? And reverse to the upside. I'm not looking for a huge swing because I'm trading on a 1-minute chart. Just entering in here and capturing up to the pre-market highs, that is a great profitable trade, right? You don't have to be capturing the best perfect trade every time. It's more about sizing and scaling up over time. And so from there, it's waiting for this picture to play out. It could pull back here and knock me out, but it could also pull back and continue higher. And that's where the beneficial risk reward comes into play. And so from there, just to kind of watch this play out, is it bottomed a little while, and then eventually it started to move in my favor. And that's where I went to break even and started to trail up my stop loss as we got closer and closer to the highs. And this is all because of looking for that reversal timing. You can see here, it basically perfectly reversed at 10 a.m. after that rubber band effect and having that big picture support zone. That's the edge I have for trading. The smaller little things of where to exactly enter in and movements, those are something you'll get better and better at with over time. And so, we popped up here, started to make a double top near the highs. And so I moved my stop up here and closed out of the trade because to me, well, this has made a really nice run up. I don't want to wait and hold through a potential big pullback to look for a higher move. I've in 30 minutes, I've made about $1,000 and I'm happy with that for the day. And I move on with trading. And so if you want a free PDF guide that walks you through this 5-step checklist I have in even more detail, you can check that out in the link below. It only takes an email to download. And if you want a deeper dive into how I do this every single day, check out this video right here. And as well, check out my live streams every single morning on YouTube. It's completely free and you can see how this works in real time.